Positioned right on the San Francisco Bay. We're live from beautiful AT&T Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pirates and the San Francisco Giants. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Giants.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Madison Bumgarner gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
So striding forward now, Christian Brummett, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder, number 27.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one. Now the 1-0. He's in there for strike one. A very comfortable afternoon for baseball. 61 degrees our game time temperature. Hot shot down the line. This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Posey's got it. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Christopher Wiggins. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Into the box, Tyler Wiggins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 now. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Roll, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Into the box now, Roberto Clemente. As Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the 0-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Wiggins, the runner at first with 2 gone. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. He's running. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Mays moves over. And that's the 3rd out. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on bench turn, no score. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup. Time for a look at the Buccos on D. If you were to describe right field in one word, I think it would be cannon. And that's what this guy brings to the table. An absolute cannon to go along with great range. Don't test the arm.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the 1st out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In now, Miguel Rush. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Popped him up. Gifford has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track.
Batting third, center fielder, Willie Mays.
Next to bat for the Giants, Willie Mays. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Ground ball right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still no score. Up next for the Buccos, Randy Wiggins, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. Now here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Mays is right there, one down.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Standing in now, Scott Gifford. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, sit on the ground to second. Rush loves it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Will Clark, started out here for San Francisco with Buster Posey to follow on deck. Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Wiggins has it in his tracks. 1 away.
Batting fifth, catcher, Buster Posey.
So in now for San Francisco, Buster Posey. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Barry Bonds will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Another full count offering on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Batting fifth, right
Digging in, Barry Bonds, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Sliced hard on the ground. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Here's Melky Cabrera. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time, but foul. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he'll snap one over to first, and he'll dive back in. Cabrera, commonly referred to around the game as the milkman. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Runner back safely. Here comes another 0-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Ready to go for the top of the 3rd here at AT&T as we get a glimpse of the legendary cable cars here in San Francisco. Stepping in, Curtis Wiggins.
Curtis Wiggins.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a 3rd.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Into the box, Joe Wiggins. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
2-0 now. Line drive to center field. Mays is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Christian Drummond.
Striding in once again, Christian Drummond. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Oh, he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In now, Madison Bumgarner, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to exit over the heart of the plate. This guy's still going to be ready.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Madison Bumgarner becomes out number 2 this inning.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Oh man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. The 1-1 home. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. Line to the right side. And this is going to be a base hit for Longoria. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Into the box now, Miguel Rush, as he puts it on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again, Christopher Wiggins.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready for another chance. Tyler Wiggins. He drew a walk his first time up. set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Wiggins aboard here at first with nobody out. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. That misses. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think he got a shot to stay inside that one.
And there he goes towards second. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly. Now he thought about first here, but he'll go to second.
The batter, second baseman, Randy.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Randy Wiggins. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. The 1-0. Now a ground ball for Longoria. This could be two. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Coming to the plate now, Willie Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In there, strike one. Fly ball to straightaway left. Wiggins on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Will Clark.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Stepping in now, Will Clark. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set and the 0-1. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Little dribbler up the first baseline. And he'll reach first safely.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28.
Into the box, Buster Posey. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Mays at second. Clark at first with no outs. Finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Barry Bonds, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Bonds, a 22-year-old. He's in his first season of a new 6-year deal, so I'm sure he feels good about that.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come in one community. You can invest in a team, invest in the community, and really, really plant down roots. This is an unbelievable opportunity.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Still 2-2. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even spiffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Melky Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Heading out towards shallow right. Clemente has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Giants leave a couple through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Now in the box, Scott Gifford.
First baseman, Scott Gifford.
First pitch of the at-bat. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
3-0 now. Now the pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
At the plate, Brian Brummett, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Now batting, shortstop.
Into the box, Curtis Wiggins. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1, here it comes. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Tiro, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Joe Wiggins, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a bunt attempt here. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Hit back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1 pitch. Misses, that's ball 1. Wiggins on second. Wiggins on at first with nobody out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
First offering on its way. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready for another shot now, Tyler Wiggins. First pitch on its way. skied into very shallow right. Barnes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this two-run home run. Middle of the afternoon here at AT&T Park. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Striding in, Brandon Crawford. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
Ready now, Madison Bumgarner. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Behind 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location, because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything. Is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 out, nobody on. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes down.
The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Digging in once again, Miguel Rush, man at first after the 2-out walk. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Clemente over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Roberto Clemente.
Right fielder, Roberto Clemente.
Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And he fouls this one off. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Cabrera is over. 1 out.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in once again, Randy Wiggins. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
Stepping in now, Scott Gifford, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. It was a walk in his last trip. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
That's one of the hardest things to do in this game. You know he's sitting fastball. That ball starts to slide away from him. You have to have some serious strong hands and wrists not to commit right there.
Pitch out. Nothing doing. Wiggins leads off first with 1 away. Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing. Now the 2-1. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Brian Brummett will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Count even now at 1-1. Little dribbler down the line. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, B-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Now here's the Giants manager making that slow walk to the mound. And that's going to do it here today for Madison Bumgarner. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Luis Avilan is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out. In now, Curtis Wiggins, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are loaded here, one man out. The 1-2. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Struck him out. So 2 men are dead here, but there's still one big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box, Joe Wiggins, and he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
Looking to leave him loaded. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. Fly ball right down the line in left. After it is Cabrera. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. Pirates leave them loaded, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Willie Mays, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First delivery to him on the way. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
In there, a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Into the box now, Will Clark. Popped him up. Wiggins is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, number 28.
Here's Buster Posey now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at bat on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Mays, base runner at first with one out. And another throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. From the belt, the pitch, and he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Barry Bonds, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Runners on the move for second. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He stays alive, still 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Here's a high pop-up. Wiggins has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Giants leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in San Francisco, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Giants, number 55.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Center fielder, Christian Brummett.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home. Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Left fielder, Christopher Wiggins.
Striding in once again, Christopher Wiggins. Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mays ranging forward, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready for another chance. Tyler Wiggins. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. Bouncer up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Now batting, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Digging in and looking for more, Randy Wiggins. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pushed to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've reached the 7th inning stretch here in San Francisco. Pittsburgh leads this one 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Melky Cabrera. He was a double play victim last time around.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he lays off there 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Two balls and a strike to Melky Cabrera. The 2-1 on its way. Now a swing, and Cabrera blasts this one out to deep left field. And it's gone into the bleachers. A solo home run for Melky Cabrera. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Giants have struck for a run. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
North.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. No outs, nobody on. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
1-2, here it comes. Squared that one up just a little late. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now Crawford swings and pulls this one on the ground to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 55, James Wardenkemper.
Alfonso Navarro will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Alfonso Navarro.
Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
1 out, nobody on. Count remains at 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting,
So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Clemente on the move. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. One for the Giants thanks to Melky Cabrera. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Pirates 2 and the Giants 1. George Cantos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
George Cantos.
Digging in to try it again. Scott Gifford. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Scott Gifford.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a strike.
Count 0-2.
The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's at number 1.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, Brian Brummett. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Lifted in the air out to left. Cabrera's after it. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Into the box, Curtis Wiggins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-1 home. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Sliders in for a strike. Popped him up. Clark is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The pitcher number 52, Mike North.
Mark Wiggins will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. Brummett at second with 2 down. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Now a spin and a throwback to second. A dive, but he's back. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And it's fouled away. Pickoff move to second, but the runner's back easily. Set. Here's the 3-2.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
1 left for Pittsburgh. They lead it 2-1. Nate Jones is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
65. Nate Jones.
Miguel Rush will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batters ruled out.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In now, Willie Mays. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Grounded softly to the right. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, when things are good, things are going really good. How about a swinging bunt infield single right there for his 3rd knock of the game, D-Row?
Yeah, he has to be feeling frisky right now. He's had 2 great at-bats, and then this one, he's 100% on fire. Getting an infield single for his 3rd knock of the game, that's awesome.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Snap throw from the catcher. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AD with runners in scoring position.
So in now for San Francisco, Buster Posey, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Now a flare out toward right center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And he's in safely to third as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here's the first pitch to him, and that one just missed outside. Clark on third. Posey over at second. Bonds is over at first with 1 away. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Hit hard on the ground to the right, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Ready once again, Brandon Crawford. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. To short, reined in. The second for 1, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So 2 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We've played 8 full. The Giants lead it 3-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Addison Reed comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Christian Brummett. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning. And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. Two balls and a strike to count. Three and one.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you got to find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
Reed's ready. Here's the 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Christopher Wiggins. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Ground is short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Back to first. The 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Into the box now, Tyler Wiggins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That's wide, 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here. Roberto Clemente would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned it the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Line drive to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3, 9th inning. 2 base hits in a row right now. This is where you really have to make some good pitches It's never easy pitching the ninth inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line to the right side. And he delivers with 2 outs in the ninth. It's a base hit. And the tying run is going to score here in the ninth, and we are right back to where we started.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Standing in now, Scott Gifford, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 2-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Cabrera's there. And that retires the side. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. A tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Giants look to celebrate at home next. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco.
Bottom of the ninth, the shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Larry Nolan comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Larry Nolan.
First pitch on its way. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. And that's taken for strike 1. The winning run is at first base. The 0-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Miguel Rush. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. Now a bunt attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Center fielder, number 25, Willie Mays.
So digging in now, Willie Mays. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Will Clark. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. And now Now the outfield is moved in as the potential winning run sits just 90 feet away. Here's the first pitch. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. One away. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more on opening day after this. Yusmeiro Petit takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Up next for the Buccos, Brian Brummett will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. The 1-1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Here's at the knees and called strike three.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, Curtis Wiggins.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
The pitcher number 56, Larry Nolan.
Angel Vargas will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Angel Vargas.
Now a ball popped up, but room and foul ground for the catcher Posey. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Up next for the Pirates, center fielder, Christian Brummett.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Christian Brummett. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. The 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 2-0. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Now the 2-1. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he misses ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Stepping in, Christopher Wiggins. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Wiggins at second. Brummett on at first with 2 down. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-3 game.
Boy, we thought this one was going to go way into the night. That is a big base hit here in extra innings to give them the lead by 2.
Yeah, Dan, you know as well as I do. It gets to the extra innings. Everybody tries to go deep and end it with one swing and a bat. That's a nice job to stay within himself and drive in a pair.
Into the box now, Tyler Wiggins, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know if he's throwing you tough pitches, he does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Pirates 5 and the Giants 3. Jamie Fletcher takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, and they'll need him to get something going here. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. From the stretch, fly ball out to right field. Clemente is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Barry Bonds.
Next to bat for the Giants, Barry Bonds. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. 0-1, here it comes. Sliced hard on the ground. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Number 53, Melky Cabrera.
Here's Melky Cabrera, who went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-0. Tapped down the line. Gifford has it. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Pittsburgh slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Larry Nolan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jamie Fletcher earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final lights for this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Giants, 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 41,503. The Giants thank you for attending today's game at AT&T Park and remind you to please buckle up and drive home safely.
Opening day is behind us, so let's look back at how the first games of the year played out on the diamond. In the National League Central, the Pirates swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 5-3. The Cardinals put together 10 total hits as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 7-2. The Washington Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 5-3. The Phillies nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-2. The Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they stomped the Brewers 9-3. The Miami Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 2-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 9-0. The Diamondbacks combined to give up just 5 hits as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco